Imagine waking up one day to realize that you are wearing a mark, a divine seal that sets you apart in this world. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a spiritual reality that many believers hold dear. In a world full of noise and distractions, recognizing that you are marked by God offers you a distinct purpose and a sense of divine protection against harm. This acknowledgement serves as a powerful reminder that you are not just a mere participant in life. You are cherished and set apart as a child of the Most High. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on content that can transform your spiritual journey. When we explore the concept of being marked, we delve into the depths of God's love and grace towards us. Each mark tells a story, reflecting how God's purpose flows through our lives. Just like artists sign their masterpieces, God's mark on you signifies His unique design for your existence. It shines a light on your intrinsic worth and reassures you that you are never alone. Understanding these divine imprints can radically change how you view yourself and your place in this world, igniting a flame of confidence and hope. Being created before everything else bears profound significance. God laid the foundations of the universe even before humanity walked the earth, illustrating an unconditional love that is hard to fathom. Everything was crafted with intention and beauty, culminating in the creation of humankind, His ultimate masterpiece. This divine sequence indicates that you are not just an accident. You are a manifestation of God's love, molded for greatness and purpose. Embracing this truth nurtures your spirit and invites you to live a life reflecting that divine love in everything you do. Being marked by God is an extraordinary reality that transcends mere human understanding. It embodies the essence of divine love and grace, signifying that you are chosen for a greater purpose. This mark is not a physical brand, but a profound spiritual imprint that shapes your identity and mission in life. It is a reminder that you are enveloped in His mercy, which continually flows toward you, even when you feel unworthy or distant. Every time you feel the gentle nudge of grace in your heart, it's a confirmation of that divine marking. This concept resonates deeply with individuals seeking validation in a world that can often feel harsh and unkind. It serves as a sanctuary where you can find solace, knowing that your worth is not determined by accomplishments or societal standards. Instead, your value comes from the love of the Creator who marked you. This divine mark empowers you to rise above life's insecurities and challenges, propelling you forward with a renewed sense of purpose as you embrace the beautiful plan God has laid out for you. Recognizing that you are marked by God cultivates a profound sense of belonging and identity. It invites you to embrace a life characterized by gratitude and responsibility as you reflect God's love to those around you. Understanding this mark encourages you to live not for yourself, but for a higher calling, one that involves serving others and showing compassion. Ultimately, being marked by God is a powerful invitation to step into your God-given identity, paving the way for a life filled with joy, hope, and transformative love. God's act of creation serves as an undeniable testament to His profound love for humanity. Before He shaped mankind, He meticulously crafted the universe, designing a vibrant world filled with beauty and purpose. From the towering mountains to the serene oceans, each element was thoughtfully placed, reflecting His desire to provide a nurturing environment for His most cherished creation, us. This deliberate act of creation highlights not just God's power but also His tender heart, as He prepared everything in advance for our arrival. The significance of this divine prelude is immense. It reveals that humanity was not an afterthought, but the culmination of God's creative journey. Every aspect of the world was designed to support, sustain, and inspire us. Plants produce oxygen, animals provide companionship, and the very earth offers nourishment, each detail woven together with intention. This intricate design showcases a God who cares deeply about our well-being, underscoring that His love goes beyond mere existence. It embraces every facet of our lives. In understanding this truth, we confront the beautiful reality that we are caretakers of a divine creation. God's love is interwoven with the very fabric of our lives, inviting us to partake in a relationship that is as enriching as it is transformative. Recognizing that everything around us is a reflection of God's love inspires us to appreciate and cherish the world and the people in it. This realization propels us to live with purpose and gratitude, honoring the Creator who crafted our lives with such deep affection. The impact of sin on humanity is a profound reality that has dramatically altered God's original plan for creation. Sin entered the world through the choice made in the Garden of Eden, fracturing the perfect relationship between God and humanity. This separation not only affected the first humans, but reverberated throughout history, creating a chasm that distances many from the warmth of God's embrace and the fullness of life He intended for us. The echoes of that initial choice lead to struggles, pain, and disconnection from the divine love that was meant to sustain us. As a consequence of this fall, many individuals find themselves wandering through life, feeling lost or disconnected from their true purpose. This state of separation is akin to a sheep straying from its flock, vulnerable and exposed to the dangers of the world. It is a heartbreaking reality that highlights the need for reconciliation and healing. God's original desire was for closeness, community, and unconditional love. However, the influence of sin introduces a barrier that hinders the intimacy He longs to share with His creation. Yet, even in the wake of this separation, God's heartache compels Him to pursue us relentlessly. The story of redemption unfolds as He beckons us to return to the fold, to experience the fullness of His grace and mercy. Acknowledging the impact of sin offers us insight into our need for restoration, a journey that invites us back to the source of love and belonging. Through Christ's sacrifice, the path back to intimacy with God is illuminated, proving that no distance is too great for His love to bridge, and that the promise of reunification is always within reach. Divine protection is a profound promise for those marked by God, illustrating how His watchful eye covers us in times of trouble. Throughout Scripture, we see powerful examples of individuals who experienced God's safeguarding presence. King David, a man after God's own heart, faced countless adversities, from fierce battles to personal betrayals. Yet, in the midst of danger, he often turned to God, drawing strength from the assurance that the Lord was his refuge and fortress. David's unwavering faith exemplifies the protective nature of God's love in action as he navigated the darker valleys of life. Similarly, the story of Daniel stands as a testament to God's divine protection amidst perilous circumstances. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den for refusing to abandon his faith, God intervened in a miraculous way. Instead of facing certain death, Daniel emerged unharmed, a living testament to the power of divine safeguarding. Such stories reinforce the truth that being marked by God comes with the extraordinary assurance of His protection, enveloping us within His loving care, even when challenges seem insurmountable. Understanding that God protects those He has marked instills a deep sense of peace and confidence. It reminds us that we are never alone, no matter the trials we face. This divine shield encourages us to walk boldly, knowing that God goes before us and stands beside us in every situation. His protection is not merely passive. It actively equips us to face life's adversities with courage and resilience. As we reflect on the lives of David and Daniel, we are reminded that in God's kingdom there is safety, and we can trust in His unwavering commitment to guard our hearts and lives. God's miraculous provision is a powerful testament to His ability to meet every need, revealing His care and attention to the details of our lives. From the feeding of the 5,000 with just 5 loaves and 2 fish to the daily manna provided to the Israelites in the wilderness, Scripture is replete with examples that illustrate God's unfathomable generosity. These miracles are not just historical accounts, but ongoing reminders that God delights in providing for His children, even when circumstances seem dire or hopeless. In our own lives, we too can experience the hand of divine provision in ways that may seem incredible at first glance. Times of need, be it financial, emotional, or physical, often become opportunities for God to reveal His faithfulness. When we find ourselves in desperate situations, it is in those moments that we can witness the amazing ways God orchestrates our supply, often through unexpected channels. This supernatural provision serves to deepen our faith, drawing us closer to the one who knows our needs even before we speak them. That is the essence of His love. Moreover, God's miraculous provision invites us to cultivate a heart of gratitude and trust. When we witness His faithfulness in our lives, it transforms our perspective, reminding us that we are not meant to rely solely on our strength or understanding. Instead, we are encouraged to lean into God's promises, allowing Him to fulfill our needs beyond our wildest imaginings. Understanding this divine supply fosters a spirit of abundance, urging us to extend the same grace and generosity to others, creating a ripple effect of His provision that spreads hope and encouragement in our communities. Being marked by God often results in experiencing unexpected favor and recognition, a testament to His influence in our lives. This divine mark sets you apart and enables you to radiate an aura of grace that draws others towards you. People may notice a certain light in your demeanor or an inexplicable confidence in your actions, leading them to respond positively, often providing opportunities that would not typically come your way. When God's favor is upon you, doors open in ways that surpass human understanding, allowing you to step into roles that elevate your purpose and impact. Biblical figures throughout history serve as compelling examples of how God's mark brings favor. Joseph, sold into slavery and unjustly imprisoned, found favor with Pharaoh after interpreting his dreams. Despite his dire circumstances, the divine mark on his life positioned him for leadership and prosperity, ultimately enabling him to save many. Similarly, Esther, a young Jewish woman, garnered unexpected favor in the eyes of the king, giving her the platform to advocate for her people. These stories remind us that when we align ourselves with God and accept our divine identity, we can operate under His favor, resulting in recognition that aligns with His plan for our lives. Experiencing this favor is not only about personal gain, it often serves a larger purpose. With divine recognition comes the responsibility to reflect God's love and grace to others. It encourages us to embrace humility and use our positions to uplift those around us, extending the favor we receive. This reciprocal relationship enriches our communities, creating an atmosphere of encouragement and support. Ultimately, recognizing that being marked by God invites favor, and recognition transforms how we interact with the world, compelling us to shine for Him and be vessels of His blessings in the lives of others. The gift of peace is one of the most profound blessings that come from being enveloped in God's presence. This peace transcends understanding, offering a sense of calm and reassurance that can only be found in a close relationship with the Creator. In a world filled with chaos, uncertainty, and turmoil, this divine peace serves as a sanctuary for our weary souls. It wraps around us like a comforting embrace, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. As we dwell in God's presence, we find solace that empowers us to navigate the storms of life with unwavering faith. Experiencing this peace goes hand in hand with a deep joy that permeates our being. It's a joyful assurance that, despite the circumstances surrounding us, God is in control and has a perfect plan for our lives. This joy spills over into our interactions, allowing us to approach life with positivity and hope, even in difficult times. The presence of God ignites a radiant happiness that cannot be shaken by external situations, prompting us to celebrate His goodness in every season of life. The profound focus on His unfailing love cultivates a heart filled with gratitude, enhancing our overall sense of well-being. Furthermore, the comfort found in God's peace encourages us to cast aside anxiety and fear. In moments of uncertainty, His presence reassures us that our worries do not define our reality. Instead, we are invited to lay our burdens at His feet, knowing that He cares for us deeply. Embracing this gift of peace enriches our spiritual journey, creating a foundation of trust and reliance on God. As we integrate this supernatural peace into our lives, we become beacons of hope for others, demonstrating the transformative power of living in God's presence and extending that same comfort to those navigating their own trials. Living a victorious life is a hallmark of those marked by God, illustrating how divine assistance empowers them to triumph over challenges. When faced with obstacles, they tap into a strength that surpasses their own, fueled by the assurance that God is with them every step of the way. This assurance ignites a spirit of resilience, allowing them to confront adversities not with fear, but with courage and determination. It is through these divine encounters that they experience the transformative power of faith, leading to victories that not only impact their lives but also inspire those around them. Biblical narratives provide powerful illustrations of victorious living through divine assistance. Consider Joshua, who led the Israelites into the Promised Land, facing daunting fortified cities and formidable armies. With each step, he leaned on God's promises, resulting in miraculous victories, including the fall of Jericho's walls. These stories affirm that when we align ourselves with God and trust in His guidance, we are equipped to tackle challenges that seem insurmountable. Such victories transcend personal gain. They reveal God's glory and inspire faith in others who witness them. The journey to a victorious life also involves embracing a mindset rooted in hope and faith. Those marked by God possess a unique perspective that allows them to view challenges as opportunities for growth and divine revelation. In their trials, they learn to cultivate dependence on God, recognizing that His power is made perfect in their weakness. As they navigate life's battles with His guidance, they not only overcome but also emerge stronger and more equipped to face future challenges. Living a victorious life isn't just about the absence of struggles. It's about having the assurance that with God on their side, they can rise above any adversity, reflecting His grace and strength in the process. Reflecting God's love is an essential aspect of living out our faith, allowing us to extend that love to others in our lives. When we acknowledge and embrace the divine love that bathes us, it naturally spills over into our relationships, transforming the way we interact with those around us. This overflow of love fosters an atmosphere of compassion, understanding, and acceptance, enabling us to forge deeper connections and create a sense of belonging that draws people closer to God. It is in these moments of authenticity that the love we receive from Him becomes a powerful testimony of His grace. Moreover, God's love empowers us to forgive others, even in situations where it seems impossible. Understanding the depth of His forgiveness towards us encourages us to extend that same grace to those who may have wronged us. This process of forgiveness goes beyond simply letting go of resentment. It liberates our hearts and minds, freeing us from the burden of anger and allowing us to experience peace. As we reflect on how God has forgiven our shortcomings, we are reminded of the importance of mercy, transforming our capacity to love even those who seem unworthy of it. Finally, as we reflect God's love in our relationships, we become agents of change and hope in our communities. Our actions can inspire others to seek the same love and forgiveness that we've received, creating a ripple effect that can impact countless lives. This call to love extends beyond mere words. It is demonstrated through acts of kindness, empathy, and understanding. By inviting others to experience the divine love that flows through us, we not only deepen our relationships but also fulfill our purpose as vessels of compassion in a world desperately in need of healing and connection. Courage and confidence in faith arise from the profound understanding that God is with us at all times. This awareness dispels fear and uncertainty, allowing us to face life's challenges with an unwavering spirit. When we internalize this truth, we realize that we are never alone in our struggles. God's presence empowers us to take bold steps forward, regardless of the obstacles we encounter. Whether stepping into a new endeavor, facing a daunting decision, or overcoming trials, the assurance of His companionship fosters a deep-seated confidence that propels us beyond our comfort zones. Scripture is replete with examples that highlight the courageous acts inspired by faith, such as the life of Moses, who faced Pharaoh and led the Israelites toward freedom despite his insecurities. It was not Moses' own strength that triumphed, but rather his willingness to trust in God's promise to be with him. Similarly, the early disciples exhibited immense courage, spreading the message of Christ in a world that often opposed them. Their confidence was deeply rooted in the understanding that God had equipped them with purpose and strength, helping them navigate adversity with grace and resilience. Embracing courage and confidence in faith transforms our perspective, encouraging us to see challenges as opportunities for growth. This shift allows us to approach life with a spirit of adventure, trusting that God will guide our paths. In moments of doubt, we can lean on the promises found in His Word, which serve as reminders of His faithfulness. As we become rooted in this divine assurance, we are not only emboldened in our own journey but also become examples of steadfast faith for others. leading them to discover the unshakable courage that comes from knowing God walks alongside us. Embracing your divine identity is a transformative journey that recognizes you as a chosen child of God, set apart for a special purpose. This identity is not defined by worldly labels or accomplishments, but is rooted in the profound truth that you are valued and loved beyond measure. When you acknowledge this holy calling, you begin to understand your unique role in God's grand narrative, which empowers you to live authentically and courageously. This realization invites you to step into your God-given purpose with confidence as you align your life with the transformative love and grace bestowed upon you. Accepting your identity as a child of God liberates you from the shackles of insecurity and self-doubt. It reminds you that you are designed for greatness, equipped with gifts and talents that reflect His image. When you embrace this identity, you shift your focus from comparing yourself to others to celebrating the very essence of who you are. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of belonging, igniting a passion within you to engage in the world around you, knowing that you are contributing to a larger purpose, one that glorifies God and serves humanity. Moreover, embracing your divine identity serves as an anchor in times of uncertainty or adversity. It provides you with a solid foundation on which to build your life, fortified by the knowledge that you are never alone. God walks with you, guiding your steps and affirming your worth. This identity not only brings fulfillment and joy, but it also enables you to encourage and uplift others to recognize their value as well. By living out your divine identity, you become a beacon of hope, showcasing the transformative power of being marked by God and inspiring others to fully embrace who they are in Him. Living a life marked by God is fundamentally anchored in three key aspects: holiness, humility, and trust in God. Holiness is not merely a standard to be achieved, but a reflection of God's character within us. It calls us to live in alignment with His teachings and purposes, striving to embody His love and righteousness. When we pursue holiness, we cultivate a deeper relationship with God, allowing His transformative power to flow through us. This pursuit also empowers us to navigate the complexities of life with integrity, representing His light in a world that often reflects darkness. Humility stands as a foundational pillar in the life of anyone marked by God. It urges us to recognize that our achievements and gifts are not solely of our own making, but are graciously bestowed by our Creator. Embracing humility allows us to let go of pride and self-centeredness, fostering genuine connections with others. It encourages us to serve rather than seek to be served, exuding a spirit of love and compassion that reflects Christ's example. In humility, we acknowledge our need for God, which deepens our reliance on His wisdom and strength in every aspect of our lives. Lastly, trust in God serves as the bedrock that supports our journey of faith. It reassures us that even in times of uncertainty, we can lean on His promises and faithfulness. Trust allows us to surrender our fears and worries, knowing that God has a perfect plan for our lives. As we cultivate this trust, we develop a resilient spirit that empowers us to face challenges with courage. Together, holiness, humility, and trust intertwine to form a tapestry of a life marked by God, equipping us to fulfill our divine purpose and reflect His glory in all we do. A heartfelt prayer for guidance and purpose is a powerful moment of connection with God, inviting His presence into the depths of our lives. In acknowledging His goodness and love, we express our gratitude for the countless blessings that surround us. This awareness opens our hearts to receive His direction as we seek to align our lives with His divine will. Together we recognize that our journey is a continual process of seeking His insight and understanding, allowing His wisdom to illuminate our paths as we move forward in faith. As we pray, we ask for the strength to reflect God's goodness in everything we do. We desire to live lives that honor Him, showcasing His love through our actions and words. This request is not merely for personal gain, but encompasses a longing to be vessels of His grace in a world that desperately needs hope and healing. By inviting God's guidance, we commit to walking in accordance with His purpose, trusting that each step we take is steeped in His plan for our lives and the lives of those around us. In closing our prayer, we rest in the assurance that God hears our cries and desires to lead us toward fulfillment. We embrace the calling to be disciples marked by His love, bearing witness to his faithfulness and goodness. With every intention set forth in our prayers, we unite in a collective purpose, to live not for ourselves, but for the glory of God. May our lives become living testimonies of his love, drawing others into relationship with him, as we continually seek his guidance and fulfill the purpose he has placed within us.